Guys, deluded, now I don't tend to get rattled by stuff Arsenal do. You guys know that have been watching me. You know I cover everything in football, in anything in particular. But I do have an interest in young players, and more so, obviously, because of the badge right there, the young players at my club. Last year, I've told you guys the reason, the whole reason I make these videos is because I was rattled by Wilshere going on loan, not to get into it again, and Gnabry being sold for peanuts. Now, Gnabry's been sold for peanuts. Benassia's been sold for peanuts. Daniel Malen that I found out today, I had a video to bring out to you guys about the players, our young players. I looked at all of them and I was thinking, when's the next time for them to come through? He was involved in it, so I'm still going to bring it out. I mean, I've recorded it, but just bear that in mind when you listen to it. So, like I was trying to say, Benassia, sold for peanuts to Empoli. Daniel Malen gone today for, I think, 1.5 million. He's been here 2-3 years, and he was one talked about as being a Premier League player and someone that I rate very highly, to be honest. You've seen Willett go. You've seen numerous players either not make it or go or fall by the wayside or just be off. We previously heard Wenger say there's about 8 or 9 players that could play in the first team. I'm not an idiot. Anyone with any common sense knows it's hard. Out of all the players, the top players we had at our club and at all the other Chelsea, United, all of them, only 1, 2, 3 max could make it. One for defo. Yeah, it's very hard to make it in the professional game. You need, as well as ability and talent, you need consistency, competency, ultimately trust from your manager. And we know the environment, managers don't really have time for trust. But for me, this is annoying now. Like, we're selling these players for peanuts. At least I don't agree with what Chelsea do with the loan army and things like that. Away from bantering them, at least they hold on to these players until they're of a decent sort of age. If we look at it from another angle, a decent sort of age where a decision can be made. If you're not good, it's unlikely they'll ever be good enough because Conte's saying some beaky stuff. He's got some youngsters around the side, but yeah. You're signing a new deal and you're getting loaned out until profit can be made. Like, we're not even making profit. Well, we are, but it's just stupidness. Like I said, not every player can make it, but what we can do is give these guys more of a chance. What we can do is ensure the ones that don't make it, we get some decent money for them because, we can create our own money. Of course, they're not going to make any, they're not going to bring any mad headlines or mad income in, but imagine a little 5 million here, little this and that. Kalen Hines went for 2 million. Toro went for two players that probably had to move on to advance their careers, but we're just selling players for peanuts. And I mean, Daniel Malen went on the tour. I don't know if there's a buyback clause. I doubt it because, like, again, Chelsea got the thingies on lock with the sell-on clauses and things like that. United, you always see them put the buyback clause. When are we doing that? Gnabry gone for peanuts. Malen gone for peanuts. Willett gone for free. Benassia gone for free. I mean, not for free, for peanuts. Like, players are just leaving this club. Like, there's still some talented players. Zalalen faces a race against time. It'll be keen to see what happens to his future. You've still got Maitland Niles here. We've got the young Trey Cole. We've got Dragomir. If I see Dragomir leave within the next year, I'm going to be so annoyed. Like, what are we trying to do? We're not trying to buy world-class players. We're not trying to buy young, established players with the scope to be world-class. We're not trying to buy proven gems. We're not trying to develop these players. I thought we're meant to have one. We're trying to bring one, have at least minimum every 2 years, one academy player. A couple of these could have been good enough. You never know. Like I said, not everybody can make it. It's naive to think all of these mad names that have been at Arsenal are going to make it or get close to making it, because that's not what's going to happen. I mean, you look at the side that won the FA Youth Cup, but at the time there was a lot of them that was highly rated. Lansbury, Coquelin was there, obviously he's playing Premier League football, as is Wilshere, Ozia Cup, who's having a career, J. Emmanuel Thomas, who's formed a career not as good as we thought he could have been. Sanchez, what the same. Luke Ayling is doing all right for himself. Couple of them sorts. So not everybody can make it, but we need to we sell ourselves short. We have, like I was trying to say, no clear target of the players we're trying to sign, whether it's world class, scope to be better, players that need a lot of work on that can be good in time. We don't know. We don't know. We constantly hear things like, oh, we're looking at 1 or 2 players to add world class in the thing, but when it comes to it, we're not trying to pay these world-class fees or be aggressive. 45 to 60 million was the talk. I don't believe 45 for Lamar. That's a bit on the cheap side. But 60 million, I would have done that, no-brainer. We acted all summer. You're now seeing reports earlier today that we bidded 90 for him. We haggled over Gibbs. We got Zhang for Gibbs from 7, rejecting 10 million to accepting 7. We do duddery. We tried to bring back Wellington Silva. Coincidentally, he failed his medical. We just do duddery. Like, we cannot conduct business. Like, it's like, pardon my words, but you have to actually ask, are the board and the higher powers retarded? Because, I mean, there's no point speaking about Wenger now. Like, we've gone past that. Like, what is going on? What is going on? Ivan was the one who even said, oh, once every 2 years, a first-team player. Benassia definitely was good enough to get a chance this year. definitely good enough. He will make mistakes. He will have to get consistency. Yes, definitely good enough. Like it's just nonsense. Like I said last year, if we're clearly on the idiot thing, just play the kids. Like I said, I think it was a time around the time when we played Chelsea, or just before, or just after, when I told you guys, just play Maitland Niles. Like just play players that want to be here. If this club sell Dragomir without giving him a chance, I swear that's gonna do me, man. Because we do dumb stuff. We do dumb stuff. Now, we don't know if Malen asked to leave and things like that, but it's nonsense because, I mean, he was really bullish about his chances and making it Arsenal. He said, oh, Wenger believed in him. He said this, that, and the other. These were comments after the tour and comments he said before. So now to see this is annoying. I mean, we're going to see Alexis go, and now you're seeing these young players. Like, if you told me that Gnabry, Zalalem, Benacer, insert a lot of the Malen today, a lot of these players that have walked and left. If you told me 2 years ago or so, not even one of these guys would make it, or not even have a first-team appearance, Malen, well, a real first-team appearance in an official competition, I would have said you're lying. Like Crowley as well, even forgot about Crowley. I mean, I don't think Crowley should be written off. I mean, the nature of the game and the pressure, I think he's a very good. He's gonna have a decent career at a decent level if he can just. Yeah, man, just stay in Holland, develop, get away from the spotlight. I don't think he should be written off by any stretch of the imagination. But these are all players that we've bought, we've made small profits on, if anything, not really anything of relevance. Like, what is this nonsense? Especially Malen, like, I believe he would have been ready for chances or to see his level in 12 to 18 months. And you're looking, you've got Wells' contract running out. You've got several players' contracts up in 2019, and we need to free up wages. And clearly some of the Theos and the Welbecks, they don't really have a future here, really and truly, if we're honest. Welbs, I've got use for him. If I was your manager, I could use you. Theo the same, but there's not really any long-term use. So what is the point palming these players off? I'm done, man. Guys, deleted, you know. It's just Arsenal, isn't it? I mean, this is why the Gunners bust blanks. I'm out, guys. Thank you very much for watching.